Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutangamaya Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. O Lord, please lead us from unreality to the reality, from the darkness to the light, from the ignorance to the knowledge, and from the mortality to the immortality. Om, peace, peace, peace. My dear blessed spiritual aspirants, we were all discussing how to lead a stress-free life. In my previous class, I did mention one important point. We should not manage the stress. How to manage the stress? Most of us, we feel that managing the stress is not at all right thing. Why? Because just like managing the wealth, managing the health, maintaining the spirituality in our life, compared to all these things, it is not right to manage the stress. Stress is not a important component or the essential component to manage. We need not to manage the stress. Rather, we should think that how to live the peaceful life, happiest life, stress-free life. For that, I had given some inputs, and we all did yoga nidra also. Many of the listeners, online and offline, they felt very happy about it. Their experience was good, it seems. And I did say that stress is subjective and it is also relative. For someone, working 8 hours is stressful. For someone, it is a 10 hours. For someone, it is 12 hours. So we have to raise our standards and we have to think properly about our life and about our work. Then we can reduce our stress or we can live the stress-free life. And also we need a clarity about the nature of work, the nature of goal we are taking. That's all even I did discuss. And enjoying the life, enjoying the work, whatever we are doing, it is much most important. When we enjoy the profession or the work, whatever we are doing, then definitely the work or the professional life will not be stressful. It will be stress-free. And the moment we enjoy, then definitely we get a lot of amount of enthusiasm, happiness, and less amount of rest and less amount of sleep will also will be required. And expectations versus fact, I did speak, and I did mention about the Kaizen rule, which is very important. Trying to improve ourselves bit by bit. For an example, instead of getting up at 7 a.m., we shall get up at 6:45, then slowly 6:30, then 6:15, then 6, so on and so forth. And there's a lot of infinite strength in us, infinite potentiality hidden in us. That's what the Vedanta teach. Why should we study Vedanta? Why should we hear Vedanta? Why should we attend for Vedanta classes? What happens? It gives a positive confidence. It gives a self-confidence in all of us so that we can achieve anything and everything. That's why. And we have to prioritize the priorities. Have got so many works to do, so many tasks to be completed, no doubt. During that time will be stressful, definitely. But we can prioritize the priorities, then we can also have a stress-free life. We have seen all this. Now, the important thing which I'm going to tell now is act, don't react today. It is very one of the important lesson for all of us. It is very simple. It looks like it is very simple. Act, don't react. And in the today's psychological language, they say respond, don't react. Either act, don't react, rhyming word. And today's psychological language, they say respond, don't react. Now, how to understand this? Act, don't react. or respond, don't react. Probably I will give one or two stories, then you'll be able to understand. In a hotel, 8 to 10 ladies, since there was a party, a birthday party, a particular lady was hosting the birthday party. 8 to 10 ladies, the friends, all of them had been to hotel. And they were dining on the table, and the food was very delicious. They were all enjoying the food. They were talking and they were having a good time with a good laughter. Suddenly, a cockroach was seen on particular lady's shoulder. Immediately she became panic. She started shouting and she started, pushing aside. And by seeing her reaction, others also became little panic or disturbed. And when she pushed the cockroach from her shoulder, and the cockroach went and sat in other lady's shoulder. She also became panic. She started shouting. She also pushed it. Then it went to third or fourth or fifth lady. Seeing all this thing, the waiter came and the waiter stood and he was just waiting for a chance to catch the cockroach. After a fifth lady, when she pushed the cockroach from her shoulder, it went and sat on the shoulder of the waiter, shoulder or on a hand. Slowly he waited. When the cockroach got settled, slowly he caught hold of the cockroach and he threw away. He went out and he threw away. It is a simple story. Probably if we were there in the hotel, we would have enjoyed, just like a small movie, a short movie, like we would have enjoyed, we would have laughed, or we would have become panic if we have got a little fear towards cockroach. But all the ladies, they reacted, they never responded. They reacted, they never acted. Where this waiter, he acted or he responded. Now there is a problem of cockroach, no doubt. Everyone became panic and they were started shouting, they were screaming, they were probably crying, but none of them they tried to catch the cockroach and put outside. Whereas this waiter, he stood calmly with a composed nature. He was waiting for the cockroach to settle down. Once the cockroach was settled down, he took the cockroach, he went out and he threw away. See, this is what I mean. It is act, don't react, or respond, don't react. This is the thing which every one of us we have to follow. Of course, there will be a lot of problems in the life, no doubt. There will be a lot of reactions, no doubt. There will be a lot of adverse circumstances, no doubt. There will be a lot of undesired, unfavorable circumstances, people we have to face, we have to respond, we have to go through. Fine. But we should act, we should never react. We should respond, we should never react. This is the greatest lesson. Very foolishly, we behave like this and we get unnecessary stress. Probably one more example I will give. This is the story of a young chap of 18 years young chap. His name is Shivananda. He comes from India, from Karnataka, northern part of Karnataka. He was a specially abled person, means physically challenged person. When he was going to school, his friends, they did mock at him, they taunted him, they did ragging because he was physically handicapped. He was not able to move. With the help of wheelchair, he used to move. Oh, you are a physically disabled person, what you can do, etc., etc. Many people taunted him, many people pricked him by their words. He felt very bad, definitely anyone will feel. Even he did feel, but he kept quiet. He never used any harsh words towards them, but he kept quiet. But he was a very studious student. He had a passion towards studies. He did study. And maybe 4 or 5 years before, in the medical, where to go to the medical course that is called MBBS in India, for that there is a NEET exam, and it was at national level. That was the year where they introduced this NEET exam at the national level, and he stood first among the specially abled category. He stood first, and he became the celebrity of the youths or young chaps during his time. And even today, many teachers, they quote his name. Why can't you achieve like Shivananda Kalburgi? He did achieve so much. And the people who laughed at him, The people who mocked at him, the people who taunted him, either the friends or the neighbors or the relatives, everyone came and they said, "Oh, fine, you have done some achievements. Great." Even a person who has got all the sense organs and the body parts, who has got a strong body parts, they were unable to achieve. And whereas this Shivananda Kalburgi, who comes from a middle class family, who studied in the government school, in the Kannada medium, but still he stood first for the entire nation at the NEET entrance exam and is pursuing his now doctor course, medical course. How is it possible? He had a passion. He never became morose. He never cried. He never rebuked. He never used any harsh words on the people who were taunting him. Rather, he kept quiet and he proved himself that he is better than all of these people who have got their limbs better, organs better. So all of them, they came and they patted him, they took the photos, they took the selfies with him, and they all started praising him. He's a great personality, he's a great person. We should also behave like this. Our people also should try to follow him. So this is what I mean. Act, don't react. Respond, don't react. There's also a beautiful story from Buddha's life. What is that? One, a common fellow, a person, he came and he started abusing Lord Buddha. That you are a scoundrel, you are a rogue, you are a cheater, you are a hypocrite, and due to you, many people are leaving their home on earth and they're embracing monastic life, so on and so forth. Buddha kept calm himself. He was composed and he kept calm himself. He was gone just listening with a smile, with smile. And his disciples were angry. They were annoyed because he was using abusive language, but he kept quiet. After some time, the fellow who was abusing Lord Buddha, they himself felt very bad, and he started asking, Buddha, I'm using so much abusive language. I'm abusing you. I'm scolding you. Are you not feeling bad about it? Are you not ashamed of it? Are you not getting angry about it? The Buddha, again with the same calm mind, with smilingly, he asked, My dear, say for an example, you have got 5 rupees and you want to give me, and you tried to give me, but I said no. Then the 5 rupees will be with whom? Then the person said, It will be with me. Then similarly, same thing with your scoldings. Means whatever you gave the scoldings, whatever you used abusive language, I never received it, so it will be yours or it will be with you. Then that person understood the greatness of the Lord Buddha. He prostrated and he requested, he prayed to forgive him, and he said that please accept me as your disciple. So this is the difference between action and reaction. So that's what I mean. Act, don't react. Respond, don't react. The stimuli response in the modern psychology, it has become a very famous theory today. So we are always busy in reaction. We always try to prove ourselves, who am I, what I am, etc., etc. Sometimes we are not. That's why we feel stressful. So we should act, we should not react, and we should respond, we should never react. This is one of the great lesson every one of us we should follow. Otherwise, we get unnecessary stress. And the second point or the lesson we should learn in our life is don't compare with others. Because every one of us, we are unique. However, either we are maybe very good, or we are extremely good, or we are mediocre, or we are ordinary, or we are bad, or whatever say people think, or whatever we think, but we are unique by ourselves. We have got our own role to play in the society. So God has given a lot of potentialities for us, definitely. So we have to understand that. So we should understand that we are unique in our own way. Understand one's own strength, understand your own strength, understand your own weakness, try to handle your mind, try to handle yourself in a better way and lead the life. But your unique personality, so never compare with others and never feel inferior, and don't compare with others and also you don't feel superior. There should be no complexity at all. Either inferior complexity or the superior complexity, both are complexities that create problem, that create stress in many of our cases. Probably I will give one more example or a story. I will narrate a story which will help you to understand how. The story goes like this. Crow Once he was sitting on the branch of a tree. The crow was feeling it seems. See, I'm black in color and have got a weird sound. So people don't like. Whenever they see me, they say, get away, and they try to throw a stone, throw a pebble, so they want to get away. I'm not liked by people. So it was thinking bad about it. And at the same time, it saw the beautiful swan, which is white, completely white in color. So the crow felt, oh, this swan is so lucky. It is full of white and it is so nice, and definitely people like swan. The crow went to the swan and said, oh, swan, you are so lucky. You are gifted personality because you are so white, crystal white, and people will definitely will like you. The swan said, it seems, yes, my dear, you are right. Even I was thinking that I am very lucky and I am good looking, etc., etc. But when I saw the parrot, I felt that the parrot is most lucky or more lucky than me because people like parrot than me, I thought. Then the crow felt, okay, so people are liking more parrot than the swan, and it approached the parrot. The parrot is so lovely bird with a green color and a red beak. And it went and approached the parrot, said, oh, you are so smart looking, so beautiful looking. Definitely people will like you, isn't it? That's why you have become one of the pet bird for many of the people. The parrot said, yes, even I did feel that. Even I was feeling very happy. But when I saw the pigeon, when I saw the peacock, I felt that I am not so lucky. The peacock is the luckiest bird. Then the crow thought, okay, the peacock is the luckiest bird, the parrot is telling, so let me go to the peacock. And it went in search of the peacock, and the crow found the peacock in the zoo. When the crow went to the zoo, there are quite a number of people in and around the peacock. They were all clapping because the peacock was opening its feathers and it was dancing. It was dancing, so people were happy and they were clapping and they were trying to feed some grains or whatever in their own way. So it witnessed all these things. The crow said, felt that, oh, parrot, it has said rightly, peacock is a very lucky fellow because see, so many people are attracted towards peacock. Then after everyone going, the zoo was closed down and the time was over, so people started moving away. Then the crow approached peacock and said, oh, beautiful person you are. You are so lucky. You have got so fascinating colors in your feathers. You are the luckiest person in this world. I feel that. See, I'm a black in black, completely I'm black, but you have got a multiple colors, fascinating colors. You are the luckiest person. God has gifted you, so on and so forth. It explained in its own way. The peacock laughed and said, yes, my dear, even I did feel earlier that I've got good, so beautiful feathers, fascinating colors and all. Because of that, the people caught me. The people caught me and they brought in the zoo and they're keeping in the zoo and they're making me every day to dance just to recreate the people. So dawn to dusk, morning to evening, I am supposed to open my feathers often and I'm supposed to recreate these people. Otherwise, they don't feed me. Because for food, because I put in the cage, so I have been fixed in the cage because for food, at least I'm supposed to open my feathers and I'm supposed to dance. Then only they'll give me the food. Otherwise, I'm not fed. See, but till now, I have never seen that a crow has been caged, crow has been caught and put under cage, isn't it? So you're the luckiest person. Because you got complete free. No one will catch you. No one will put you under the cage, isn't it? The peacock said his problem to the crow. Then the crow understood. Yes, I may not be beautiful looking, but definitely I am free person. I have got completely freedom, absolute freedom. Compared, relatively. Then the crow understood, whatever the God has given for me, that is fine then. I should be happy with that, and it went away. So if you see with all the birds, every bird was comparing each other and the birds were feeling either happy or unhappy. So this is what the problem with all of us. We compare with each other. Either we feel inferior or we feel superior and we suffer, or we feel happy at some time and we feel morose, so on and so forth. So we should never compare other. Rather, we should feel happy with ourselves, whatever is given. But we should understand our strength. We should understand our weakness also. So increase the strength and reduce the weakness and lead the life. So without any complexities, we should lead the simple life, or we should live the life with simplicity. Then we'll be able to live the life with stress-free life, or happy life, or blissful life. One more thing is, we should try to reduce negative thoughts. It is very, very important for all of us. And today, modern science and modern psychology is also telling again and again that we should be positive, we should be positive, we should be positive. Of course, from 2019-20, this is the one word, be positive. I cannot say that now today because of COVID and all. If I say that be positive, or if someone says that I am positive, immediately people will go back, oh, he's positive because of COVID. But otherwise, we have to be positive. Now, you may feel that by being a positive outlook, how it changes my life, how it reach, how my life will be better. Once you have got a positive outlook, the draining out the energy will be minimized. It can be checked, because once you are positive, you will get lot of energy and lot of strength you will have. It will never be wasted. Probably again, I will narrate a story for that. By being a positive, with a positive outlook, how we can lead a happy life. A priest was carrying two buckets of water. He used to have a bath in the pond, and after having a ritualistic bath, he used to carry two buckets of water for the worship purpose. And he was a poor Brahmin. It was in a remote place, so hardly people used to come. So he also had a meager income, and one bucket had a hole. But since he didn't have enough money, he was not able to replace the bucket with a new bucket. So with the whatever the available resources, he was managing the worship. So he used to carry with the same two buckets of water. And the one bucket of in one bucket there was a hole. As a result, while he was carrying the water, half of the water used to ooze out from that hole. So one bucket which was good in condition, complete bucket of water used to be there, and in the other bucket, whichever has got a hole, half of the water used to get away. But in that 1.5 bucket of water, he used to manage the worship, abhishekam, and worship of the God. At least for our story's sake, we will see that the buckets used to have a conversation, it seems. The bucket which was good in condition, once it said it, see, because you are not good like me, since you have got a hole in yourself, that's the reason you are not able to serve my master properly. I may able to carry the complete bucket, full bucket of water, whereas you are not able to carry the full bucket of water, only it is half, isn't it? Then the bucket whichever had its hole, it felt very bad, it felt very morose. And the priest understood that this bucket is morose. Then he asked it seems, why are you morose? Why are you not feeling happy today? Then the bucket, the old bucket, or the bucket whichever had its hole, it said that, my lord, because I have got a hole in me, I'm not able to serve you. I'm not able to carry complete water when you take from the pond. Then the priest, or its owner laughed, and he finished his bath, and he took 2 buckets of water, and he was carrying along. While carrying along, the priest said to the old bucket said, see, the path which I'm carrying every day in the same hand, say right hand, I'm carrying you, isn't it? Yes. What do you see there? I am able to see some flower plants. And what you are seeing in the left side, there is nothing. And the priest asked, why is it that, do you know? Then the bucket asked, why? Because since you have got a hole, when I carry the bucket in my right hand, because since it has got a hole, so water is oozing out. As a result, I had sow a few seeds. Every day it is getting enough water. As a result, flowers have come, and every day flowers are blooming, and I am plucking the flowers, and I am carrying my worship for the God. So directly or indirectly, you are the instrumental for the God's worship or for the flowers. Then why do you feel morose? Why do you feel unhappy? Then the bucket, whichever had its hole, it felt very happy because of me. So many flower plants have come and flowers are blooming, and every day flowers are being offered or worshipped for the Lord. See, like that, everyone, in spite of having their own strength and weakness, everyone can achieve many things, and everyone can serve the society in his or her own way. We have to understand. This is the beauty of positive outlook. No one is useless, rather we are useless. This is very important thing where every one of us we should understand. None of us are really useless. We are all useless. Either people are not using us, I mean in a right way I'm saying of course, or rather we are not using our own energy, hidden potentialities in a right way. That's what Vedanta teaches. You are the potentially you have got infinite possibilities. You can do anything and everything. When you say that Shrunvantu Vishve Amritasya Putraha, you are the son of immortal bliss, you are the divine being. What does it mean? That you have got infinite strength, you can do anything and everything, you can achieve many things. Infinite possibilities are hidden in you. But unfortunately, we don't feel confidence about ourselves. So that's the reason we have to understand. And we should also have a good thoughts. We should also have positive thoughts and as well as good thoughts and uplifting thoughts, higher thoughts. Then what happens? The world will not change. The situations will not change. People will not change. But your reaction, your accepting things will change. And let go things also we should understand. In the world, how much ever we try, all the times, whatever we desire, we don't get it. However we may plan, sometimes things go as it has to go, so we have to accept. That's what is a beautiful sloka in Bhagavad Gita is told by Lord Krishna. Matra sparshasta kaunteya shitoshta sukha dukkadaha agama paino nitya tanti tikshasva bharata. When the senses come into contact with sense objects, happiness and misery, good and bad, then hot and cold, all these type of dualities are bound to come and bound to go. They are not eternal in nature. They are bound to come and they are bound to go. They are not eternal. They are ephemeral in nature. That's the reason. Just accept, forbear. So good, bad, right, wrong, happiness, unhappiness, luck and bad luck, misfortune, and success and failure, all these things are bound to happen in everyone's life. Sometimes for someone it is more, and for sometimes some other things are more. That's it. So these are bound to come and bound to go. They are not eternal in nature. That we have to understand. But what happens in most of our life? When we get success, we are very happy. We feel boast about ourselves. When some unfavorable circumstances it comes, when some failure happens in our life, immediately we start feeling bad about it. We brood on that. We feel morose, and we feel that we have landed in the bottomless well, and we are going down, down, down. That's what we say. Depression. I have been depressed. I've got tensed. I am feeling that I'm in the bottomless well. How can I come out from this? Such type of statements are made by many of the people nowadays. Why? Because of negative thoughts. Success and failure is a part of life. However successful person you may say in any walk of life, definitely he or she might have, faced the failure at some point of time. So we should accept. The one more thing is we should stop rat race. I think it is a beautiful and very, very common and very famous statement or idiom. Stop rat race. What do you mean by that? Whatever the people, outside people, whether good or bad, right or wrong, or whether they're consciously or aware with awareness they're asking or they're aspiring for it, we don't know. Whatever the people outside they're asking, they're aspiring, they're following, we also consciously, unconsciously, with awareness or with lack of awareness, we try to follow. This is what unhealthy competition I mean to say. I think I give a very typical example. I have got a 17 inches TV, 17 inches TV in my house. It is right. It was in a very good condition, and whatever, how many programs I want to see, I'm able to watch the all type of programs. Fine. I never had any problem with that. After some time, my neighbor got 21 inches TV screen. The problem started in the house. Because he or she has got 21 inches TV screen, I started feeling that my TV screen is not good, it is not working properly, it is not up to date, and the quality is not good, so on and so forth. We think that we try at most to change the TV from 17 inches to 21 inches. And we have to put a lot of money in that. To get money, we have to work more and to work more, and again it becomes sometimes it's cumbersome or stressful or whatever. Just I'm giving a simple example. So like this, there will be a lot of problems we face. Knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or unconsciously, we try to imitate many other people, however they are doing. Someone is going in a car, even I also want to go to car. Someone is having a particular type of clothes, even I also want to have. It is not that we should not aspire for it, we should not desire for it. Whether am I required? Is it required for me? We should think. But we don't think, just we follow the rat race. So stop rat race. This is what one more problem is. And one more thing which I want to tell is we should be consistent in our efforts. Sometimes we have got so many goals, so many aspirations. I have to achieve this, I have to do this, I should not do this. All this, we have got so many resolutions we might have taken in the life. We may have got so many do's and don'ts. But one by one, with consistency, with dedication, with commitment, we should start following it. We should start achieving it. In 1, 2, or 3 days we do it. After again we don't, either maybe of lethargy or maybe of fickle-mindedness or because of restlessness, we don't do it. After some time, again you start, again you stop, again you start, again you stop, so that again it creates a stress. Oh, from such a long time I'm trying, I'm unable to have a control over the mind, unable to control over my habits, so on and so forth, etc. We tell. So we should be consistent in our efforts, whatever our maybe goal, either in the empirical life or in the spiritual life, with respect to body, with respect to health, with respect to mind, with respect to our character, with respect to our habits, we should be consistent in our efforts. Then the success will be ours. The moment when the consistency is not in our efforts, whatever the success we want, whatever the amount of success we want to achieve, definitely it is not possible, and definitely we feel that we are stressed and we are not able to achieve because the particular task is not yet completed. Previous time, I did teach you Yoga Nidra, which is a part of Raja Yoga. And today I would like to teach you one more technique, which is a part of Gnana Yoga, the path of knowledge, which is called Sakshi Bhava, or the witness. Actually, I am the witness. The moment when I stay with myself, the moment when I understand who am I, the moment when I become, when I am supposed to be, instead of becoming, we are always busy with the becoming. Instead of becoming, if we can stay with the being, then I can live very happiest life. Everyone wants sleep. Why? In the sleep, what happens? All our body and mind, conscious efforts or conscious actions, everything becomes still. That's why our body and mind gets enough rest. That's the reason. Neither my body nor my mind consciously it will not be active. Consciously, I'm saying it is not active. We get lot of rest. That's why either physically, mentally, everyone aspire for the sleep. Consciously also we can sleep. Oh, consciously sleep means what? For example, some children or students, they sit in the classroom and they sleep with open eyes. I'm not saying that type of sleep. I'm saying that conscious sleep, that sleep in the means like practicing witness. So many things are coming and so many things are going. If you practice witness, then you will not be disturbed. Again, probably it is a abstract concept which whoever has studied Upanishads, they will be able to tell. I will give one example and I will make you to practice afterward. Two friends had gone to a particular river. One friend, he wanted to take a bath in the river. He got inside the river and is bathing. The other fellow said that I finished my bathing in my house itself. I am not interested. So he was just standing on the bank of the river. The person, whoever wanted to bathe, and he is inside the water and the water is nice and is enjoying the bathing in the water and is swimming and is playing with the water and all. He's enjoying this completely. The person, whoever is on the bank of the river, is viewing it. The fellow is enjoying, so is viewing it. He's neither enjoying nor is feeling morose. Then after some time, unfortunately, somewhere some gutter was opened, so the gutter water started coming inside the river. This fellow saw, okay, the gutter water is getting mixed in the river and it is coming inside, and he wanted to come out. But still, because the distance was little more, and though he started coming fast, he was moving fast towards the bank, but before reaching the bank, the gutter water came. It was mixed gutter water. He came, the body got again mixed, it soaked with the gutter water. He felt very bad. He felt morose. He started abusing the people, whoever had allowed the gutter water to come inside the water. And he was reacting, he was abusing, he was scolding the people who were the cause for it and all. At the same time, the person who was standing on the bank of the river, he was keeping quiet. When the person who was inside the water, who was all enjoying, at the same time, the person was standing on the bank, just he was standing quiet and he was observing as a witness. And in this, the person who was in the water now is just because he had to see the gutter water and he had to, that gutter water touched him and his body became shabby, dirty and all. He's scolding, he's screaming, he's abusing. At the same time, the person who was standing on the bank of the river, even that time, he never felt abusive, never felt morose, never reacted, and just he was composed nature. And both the situations, the person was standing on the bank of the river, he was a witness. When this person who was in the water he was happy, that time was also he was a witness. The person who is crying now, who is feeling very bad about the because of gutter water, even during that time, the person was standing on the bank, he is witness. So during happiness and unhappiness, during good and bad, right, wrong, can I be witness? At least every day, consciously, if I can practice for 10 15 minutes, this witness, it gives a tremendous energy for us so that we'll be able to face our life, we'll be able to face our problems in the life. This is what Sakshi Bhava or the witness, the power of witness. For this, the basic principle is, which we get from the Drugdrushya Viveka, which is again one of the beautiful work on Advaita Vedanta, the non-dualistic philosophy. The seer and the seen, observer and the observed, experiencer and the experienced, drashta and drushya. So for an example, now I'm seeing this iPad screen and I'm talking. So I'm seeing the iPad screen, so that is seen, and my eyes are seeing, they are the seers. And with the reflection of this iPad screen, I'm able to see my own eyes. Then these eyes are seen and I am seeing. Who is seeing? With the help of mind. So then the mind will be seer and the eyes will be seen. Now I am feeling that my mind is with full of thoughts. My mind is seeing the iPad. My mind is capturing with the help of the eyes, it is capturing the image of the iPad. That means I will be the seer and my mind is seen. I am drashta, the mind is seen. That is drishya. Then the mind was drashta and my eyes were seen. That is drishya. And my eyes were drashta and this iPad was seen. It was a drushya. So when you go on slowly, when you come back, finally when you reach yourself, you are the drashta and the entire world and the objects of the world, your own body, your own mind, your own sense organs, all of them will be the part of drishya, the scene. I am the observer. I am the only one who is observer and everything is observed. I am the only one person who is the seer and everyone is seen. I am the person who is an experiencer and everything is experienced. So this is what Drik and Drishya. So we should practice this. I am the drashta, I am the seer, and every experience and every object is seen. But unfortunately, we are mixing ourselves with the scene, with the drishya, with the world and worldly objects, and we are enjoying and we are suffering and we are becoming, with so many experiences, we are feeling cumbersome, we are feeling tired, etc., etc. So this, we have to practice this Sakshi Bhava. Probably I will give some instructions. So let us sit straight and with a free mind, with a free body, and we shall try to practice. Feel that whatever the room you were seeing, the room was seen and your eyes were seeing. So your eyes are seer. There's a beautiful room with full of light. There's a beautiful photograph, maybe TV. There are so many objects, some toys. The objects whichever was interested, you have kept, you maintained. So all of them are seen and your eyes are seer. Your eyes are observing all of them. and your mind is receiving all the information about the room and the objects. So your mind is here and the eyes let it be the scene now. Mind is the observer and the eyes are observed. Or all your senses, sense organs and your physical body is also the observed. It is drishya and your mind is drashta. You are hearing a beautiful sound, or you are hearing a beautiful music, or you are hearing my words with the help of ear. So ear is a scene and your mind is drashta. See here. You are sitting and you are feeling the sense of touch. That experience is also being perceived by you. So your sense organ is perceived or the drishya, and the perceiver is your mind, that is drashta. You got so many emotions. You are happy, you are unhappy, you are good, you are bad, you are right, you are wrong, you are beautiful, you may be ugly, or you are okay. So many thoughts, so many feelings you are having. Hundreds of thoughts are moving in your mind. Be aware of it. Don't try to control. Your mind may be having a world tour. Never control. Just observe. What are the thoughts are passing on in your mind? Maybe whatever you ate, it was coming in your mind. Or the most dearest person may be coming in your mind. Or you may be having your own thoughts of your own choice. Let them come and go. Never try to control it. Just observe. It may be a good thought. It may be a bad thought. You may be on the seashore enjoying the cool breeze, the coolness, and that beautiful experience you may be enjoying. Your mind may be brooding. You might have gone to your childhood days where you were enjoying. That thoughts might be lingering in your mind. Just observe and experience. Now your mind may again remember your youthful days, how you were strong, how you were beautiful in your appearance, how people used to like your appearance and they used to tell many things about it. And such type of thoughts might be crossing over your mind. Just observe, just observe. You are a middle-aged person maybe. You have got so many responsibilities and so much capacities you have got and so many achievements you have got. Your mind may be thinking of them. If these thoughts are coming and going, just observe. You may be an old person. You have got your own experience, your own thoughts about the life and about the people. So many thoughts are crossing over in your mind. Just observe. And there may be thoughts which relate to divine, which related to our dearest person, or on some subjects, on whatever it may be. Let it cross over in your mind. Just observe. And now you start feeling you are not this physical body because it has been observed, it has been perceived, not the senses because it has been observed, it has been perceived by you, and nor the mind, because you are observing it, you are perceiving it, and nor the thoughts and feelings and emotions, because you are experiencing it, you are perceiving it. So you are that witness, you are that Atman, you are the soul, you are the spirit, you are the consciousness, and everything, the world objects, and the body, mind, senses, feelings, everything has been the part of the world and worldly objects. They're all drishya, experienced, observed, perceived. You are the perceiver, experiencer, seer, and everything is seen. So just stay in yourself. You are the seer, not the seen. You are the observer, not the observed. You are the perceiver, not the perceived. You are drashta, never the drushya. And from this drashta, everything has been emerged. You are neither happiness nor unhappiness. You are neither good nor bad. You are neither thoughts, you are neither intelligence, you are neither the body nor the mind. You are neither the world nor the objects. You are away from all these things. Just you are a sakshi, witness for all these things. Just like you are standing on the roadside, country roadside, so many vehicles coming and going, but you are just an observer. So just feel that you are an observer and everything is observed. You are the drashta, not the drushya. Feel more and more intensely that you are consciousness, you are bliss, and your existence absolute. You are neither the body, nor the mind, nor the thoughts, nor the feelings, nor the body, nor the objects. And you are that consciousness, bliss, existence absolute. No weapon can harm it, no sunlight can dry it, no water can wet it, no air can dry it. You are indestructible Atman, Satchitananda Swarupa, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. Feel that you are that consciousness more and more. Nothing can make you happy, and similarly, nothing also can make you unhappy. Nothing can make you strong, neither weak. Nothing can uplift you, nor it can pull you down, because you are above all this and you are beyond all this. Feel that you are Atman, existence, consciousness, bliss absolute. You are consciousness. Now, slowly, let us come down. Let us feel that we have got a beautiful instrument, God given instrument, the mind. Let us feel that we have got senses, I possess, I have got it, I am not that. I have got a body, I am inside the room, and there are beautiful objects in and around me. They are all instruments. I am not that. So just if we can practice the Sakshi Bhava every day, then slowly the detachment will come and will not be afflicted much from every situation, from every person, and from every circumstance, so that our energies and our time is saved and we can do things better. Instead of reacting, we will be acting. Instead of responding, instead of reacting, we will respond. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Rama Krishna Arpanamastu.